Vishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityor Mrityum Namamyaham. Ugram Veeram Maha Vishnum Jwalantam Sarvato.
Let's create a hypothesis for Nishkam Karma. How to practice Nishkam Karma. So let's create one so we can practice it with hypothesis. So we can prove it to the world that it works. Right? So let's work through it. Like how do we create it, prove it to the world that it works? So let's work through it. Like how do we create it, right? So we know that Nishkam means like you're not expecting things, right? No expectations. So what is one of the problems, or issues, or negatives, or bad things, bad qualities, or even bad attributes that are generated, about that, when you're not following it. So when you're having expectations, the opposite side, let's take the very extreme opposite side. When you're having full expectations, then you're stuck to that worldview. Hey, this is what is going to happen to me. Tomorrow, this businessman, whoever I talked to, had promised me those $10 million to come to me. So I'm going to only focus on that. So if you have an expectation that this is going to happen, you're going to block out all the other possibilities and doors that you could open. You see what I'm saying? So if you're stuck to that one guy, so if you didn't have expectations, then you would finish the deal, make sure that things are in place to connect with him and complete with him, whatever, yes or no on the deal, right? And then after that, you make sure that you continue talking to other people, wherever you can find the opportunity to make the sale, you will work on that, right? So that is the approach it should be, maybe some billionaire will come and want to partner with you, if you're not stuck to one vision, and that person could be, that billionaire could be the one that you met, on the train next to you, sitting next to you, when you said, hey, hello, I'm a meditation teacher, which we have to be, by the way. Every Sanatani has to declare themselves as a teacher or a counselor or a consultant or a healer, one of the other, they have to declare themselves, as a service to the world, they're giving service. So they're in Seva Bhav. So I'm declaring that all Sanatanis who are joining Maha Shiva Split Test are in Seva Bhav. Means they're doing Seva to Sanatana Dharma. By doing Seva to Sanatana Dharma, they are doing Seva to the world, unto the Brahman. So, the results will percolate like that. Because when Sanatana Dharma is proved, everybody will practice it and everybody will benefit from it. Right? And that is how you spread God's, God's love, if there is something like that, some goodness, compassion, kindness. This is how you spread it, by making Sanatana Dharma available, right? It is a wealth of knowledge, treasure, more worth trillions of times more than all the wealth put together on earth, which includes all diamonds, golds, natural resources, seas, islands, everything, continents on this planet, So that is the treasure of Sanatana Dharma. Trillions of times more than that, right? So we want to bring it to the world, This is the solution. This is the magic pill, okay? That has the solution for everything, okay? So that is the mission, right? So expectations, no expectations. Will create more opportunities for you. So you can track him. One of the things you can track is how many more leads you got when you work without expectations. How many more leads you got, how many more leads got signed up with you, because you're talking to more people now. So that's one thing you can measure. How many more leads you got, how much more money you made, or how many number of sales you made more, while doing no expectations, by practicing no expectations. So you can keep these in a record in the diary, and you can also leave an audio briefing of what happened. Share your excitement there. So and give more details on audio. So both audio or text or video, everything is ingested by AI. So AI will know about you. It knows what you said. It knows your conclusions already. It knows whether you're making progress or not, how much progress you're making, how much percentage of progress it is making. Okay. So, we have everything, all of that coming through AI, warning you, giving you notifications, making sure you're growing. Okay. AI will be your counselor. It will be your caretaker. It will be your assistant. It will fill out your diary for you based upon your comments. It's that capable. It will do social media for you. Shiva's boon is one of them. Okay, so there are many different AIs, which make science possible for those people who don't know science. A scientific experiment can be done by a person who does not know what a scientific experiment is. That is what is the innovation of Maha Shiva Split Test enterprise. So that is my innovation. Okay, Rishi Narasimha's innovation. So it has removed the entire knowledge required to do a scientific experiment, because all of that work is done by our AIs. Users just talk to the thing as if it is nothing. So that is my innovation. As an AI architect, I'm mixing 30 years of a yogi, a meditator and a yoga practitioner and a pranayama practitioner.